So today we are going to be talking about spot price going down. We are going to be talking about premiums on silver, and we are going to be talking about physical demand, both online as well as in local coin shops. We are going to be doing this today with Mike from Mid-America Coins. Now, Mike is a bullion dealer out of Grove, Oklahoma, and has been on the channel before. He is always a wealth of knowledge, so we are glad to be able to get him on again and ask him what it's like in his coin shop, as well as what he thinks is going on with spot prices and more. So before we get Mike on, I do want to ask you guys, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you're subscribed and help us continue to grow the channel. And additionally, check out this awesome giveaway from our channel sponsor, SD Bullion. How would you like to win 500 Silver Eagle coins just like this guy?
Yeah, this is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. This is Dr. Tyler Wall, CEO of SD Bullion. I'm calling you to let you know that you won the SD Bullion giveaway of a monster box of 2022 Silver Eagles.
Unbelievable. That is awesome.
If you want your chance to be like Kevin, make sure you head over to sdbullion.com/silverseeker and enter today. Guys, we are back with Mike from Mid-America Coins. Mike, how are you today, my friend?
Well, how are you doing? Thank you for having me again. It's been a little bit, but we're back again.
Yeah, we like to have you on the channel, as you guys know. And Mike, I'm going to bring this up really quick before we get into what we're going to talk about today, which is the spot price drop, the premiums, the demand. But really quick, you got a coin show coming up here, and I just want to let everyone know that's watching, if you guys are interested in that coin show, if you want to, I will be there. We will be talking about that at the end of the video. But before we get into that, Mike, I want to start off by talking about spot price. It's been dropping for a little bit over a week. There's a number of different reasons that people have said it's been dropping. Kitco there's always a new different reason over there. I just want to hear from you. What do you think's going on? Why is spot price going down?
Well, like I said, right now our government's trying to buy in like China did. Well, the central banks are trying to push gold and silver down, and they're doing a pretty good job at it, if you ask me. I don't expect it to stay down long. And then I have a little rumors that, and like I said, I don't want people to get frustrated or anything else. The price of gold and silver on premiums are going to go up just a little bit. Not a lot. Don't get worried. So you might see a little bit of up again. So guys, if you want to invest, I think right now is really a good time. I know I say that quite a bit, but now that, you're reading all the time on different sites, Facebook, everywhere. So now they're telling you that the numbers are down. So do we see much more down? I doubt it. Not too much more anyway.
So you said China's buying a lot of gold. Why would that drop the price and not increase the price? If that's creating higher demand, wouldn't the numbers go up?
Here, the numbers should go up. But like I said in the beginning, China bought all that gold, over 14 thousand tons of it. Our government, we know they are in a little bit of money trouble. They're trying to push the market down so they can buy in just as heavy.
Gotcha. So they want to keep the market down so they can buy more at a cheaper price, basically.
Correct.
So, I mean, is that what you believe, or have you read things that, tell you that?
No, I read things on it. I think I called you a week ago and I said, check Kitco out. They was talking about it, the central banks on Kitco and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're talking about it on different, like I said, Facebook, YouTube. You go to Kitco, and Kitco is a really good site to check out the price of gold and silver. A lot of us use that site. So basically what I'm trying to tell the people is, don't be scared of this. This is something that's going on. And for all you guys that keeps coming in, and some of you guys I convinced to take their stuff back, I'm doing it for a reason. I really think this is not the time to sell.
Gotcha. So you're literally telling people, as a bullion dealer, that don't sell me your silver and gold because you think
I am. Yeah. But we have the occasion that then they have good reasons. Some people it's because the taxes went up. The government money is not there anymore, and all the people that took some of that government funding and business and stuff are now starting to have to pay that money back, which we knew that was going to happen. That's why we decided we wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you look at the debt clock, it shows silver and gold at $0 an ounce. And I've covered this before on the channel, but as you guys know, that just means that we actually are seeing a decrease in the amount of money, or the M2 money supply. And so if silver's being mined, even at 1 gram a day, that is still more than the amount of money going into circulation right now, which means we are going to see $0 an ounce. But I wanted to, you had brought up China. You brought up China's buying a bunch of gold. You think that the U.S. is suppressing the price of gold and silver so that they can continue to stack more of it. Do you think this is going to be a long-term thing, or is it going to be short-term and we're going to see prices rebound sometime soon? What do you think?
I think it's going to be a short-term thing, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of guys like me that are bullion dealers. We're seeing the same thing. If you look on Silver Eagles, they haven't hardly moved at all as far as going down. Yes, you hear that they're paying less for them, and that's true. But as far as retailing, I mean, you can go to SD, you can go to JM Bullion, all of them. You don't see a big move. It's still up over in the 32 to 35 range, you know.
Yeah, I was just looking at the premiums this morning for Eagles, and they're averaging around 9 to 10 over spot. So
Correct.
yeah, that makes sense. Which is still good. I mean, keep in mind, I don't say good as in it's good. I just mean it's good as in it's less than it was, a few months back, and we had covered this on the channel before as well, the premiums. So getting into the premiums, now that we're off of the spot price for a little bit, the premiums are still continuing to come down. I was just doing checks this morning. 1 ounce rounds you can get for $3 an ounce or so, depending on where you look online. What are your prices, and what do you think other local dealers are selling them for right now?
Well, local dealers in their shop are still, a lot of the smaller ones are still about $4 to $5 over. We are in the $2.50 to $3 range.
So, do you think premiums are going to continue to stay down? I mean, so I guess the reason I asked that is premiums, to me, it's incredibly clear that the reason premiums go up and down is because of physical demand. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with spot. And this is perfectly portrayed right now. So when silver started going down, and I'm going to get your input on this, when silver started going down, people said, well, it doesn't matter because, or when the premium started going down, I'm sorry, let me clear myself up here. When the premium started going down, I had people comment on my video saying, well, it doesn't matter because the spot price is up, so you're paying the same amount per ounce. And they said when the spot price goes back down, you're going to see the premiums go back up. But we are not seeing that. In fact, right now we see the spot price going down, but the premiums have not went back up. In fact, the premiums on rounds have even dropped a little bit more. So even with the spot going down, so that is basically case in point, in my opinion, showing you that the premiums are led by physical demand, not spot price, and not not paper demand, if you will.
And like I told you earlier on in the video, we will see a little bit of increase on the premiums. Not a lot. I'm not saying there's going to be a lot like it was before. There is, like I said, some of the smaller dealers, and I talked to them at shows and stuff. They still haven't moved off them premiums they had. Now, guys, their prices come down. It might be something because they don't sell a lot. They might have been sitting on them, and that's why they can't move them down. So don't hold your dealer responsible for that. I mean, he's doing what he can. Maybe he might have to get out of that one so he can move into another one. If you're not turning a lot, you're stuck in them prices.
Right. No, that makes sense. And there's one thing I do on this channel. It's I don't ever point out any dealers. Even when I do my coin shop calls, I keep the names hidden. I keep the locations
Which
hidden.
I really like that when you do that. I do check them out. I really think they're cool.
Thank you. I've had some people tell me otherwise. I've had them say that I'm wasting dealers' time when I call and make those, but I don't.
I don't think so, but because that's keeping your viewers up to date on what's going on. Because you, as a viewer and as a stacker, you want to know if you're really getting a fair deal or not. And I think that's helpful what you do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But we didn't call it. We're not here to talk about that though. But so. Premiums, you said, are going to gum up just a little bit. Now, you kind of hinted on it earlier when we were talking, but you said that's because you're seeing an increase in demand. So in your shop, are you starting to see demand go back up now that the spot price is coming back down?
Yes, I do. And I mean, I got people, like I said, from all over Colorado and everywhere calling me because, like I said, some of their smaller shops, they don't understand that why they can't get down. That's why I want to clarify that for these people that, it's really not the shop's fault. If they're not turning enough, we turn quite a bit. If they're not turning enough, then yeah, they need to get out of that before they can move into a new market. It's hard for them to hedge if it ain't going out the door fast enough.
That's true. So here's a question. So from a smaller shop's perspective, let's say they're stuck into some silver that they're, they need to sell 5 or 6 over. If they can never sell it, then how do they get out of the market? I mean, would it not be?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to ask, and I'll let you talk here. I'm sorry. Some people always accuse me of like, dominating the conversation when I interview people, but I have a lot.
No, you're fine.
I have a lot. I think a lot. But anyway, from the small dealers' perspective, would it not be advantageous for them to say sell it, even if it's at a loss, so that they can then use the money to buy cheaper silver? So I guess what I mean is, and here's just an example. Let's say I have, $25 an ounce into $100 of silver, and I can only now sell it for 23, but I can buy it back for 22. So wouldn't it be advantageous for me to at least sell it for 23 and then turn around and go back out and buy it for 22 after it sells? Because you still have the difference.
You are correct. That would be the smart way. And that's part of what hedging's about. Now here's the thing though. Some of these guys, and I hear it from, they don't order from guys like me. They don't order from foundry companies. They wait for it to walk in.
Gotcha.
And for them guys, they don't want to move off it. And I hear this from a few guys where I don't care. I don't have to sell it anyway. If they want it, that's what they got to pay. That to me is the wrong attitude to have. But if you're creating a museum, that's what happens.
That is, I love that. If you're creating a museum, that's how it happens. I like that. Awesome. So you're seeing increased demand. Are people still selling? Like, how's selling demand going? Or are people selling less because it's down?
Well, I do have a lot of people come in because we're in tax season, and I try to help them find different avenues instead of dumping their stuff. Yes, there is a lot of people actually coming in my store right now wanting to sell, and knock on wood, I have convinced probably about 2/3 of them not to sell to me, find a different avenue if they're selling for that reason, because they're going to regret it, because a lot of these people have bought over those past few years. They got more in it. They're going to take a hit right now because, once again, we move with the market, and that's not just me. That's all of the guys out there like me.
Gotcha.
So we try. I know it sounds kind of silly, and some of the guys probably think I'm crazy, but no, that's what we do. We want to work with our customers, not hurt them.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. So that's pretty much all I had today in regards to spot price and premiums and what's going on with the market. I did want to bring up one more thing though, and this is really kind of more related to the stock market. But when we have major changes in the stock market, usually gold and silver reacts, whether or not good or bad. It's up for debate, but there's been rumors of a stock crash coming soon, and a lot of that is fed by information. For example, Google just laid off a bunch of employees. You're seeing a lot of Silicon Valley layoffs, period. And they're saying this is just like the beginning of the storm. So I'm not going to speculate what's going to happen, but if that were to happen, if we were to see a huge correction on the stock market, what do you think happens to silver and gold at that point?
Well, it don't take a rocket science just to really figure that out. That means that whatever you're holding, and this is why I'm pushing you guys to hold, it's going to shoot up. Okay. It done it in the past, and it's going to do it again. The thing is, most of us that are stacking, we believe that silver and gold is the real money. You hear that all the time, I'm sure. The thing is, I stack because I want my family to be taken care of. I don't want to leave this earth not knowing that I didn't do my part and help take care of my family. And I hope that's what a lot of people are stacking for, to help take care of your family. For us that are able to do that, we had our wealth all of our life that way, So let's keep stacking. Don't give up on it just because you see a low market.
Yeah, I like that you said that. So I tell people all the time, I'll get questions from people saying, oh, well, what's the point? If you're just putting it aside, if it never goes up. I'm like, if I die with, a bunch of silver and gold, oh, well, I have kids that will happily be able to use that and take advantage of it. And I would love to go knowing that I left it for them. Right. So it's there if I need it. It's there if we ever have like a serious collapse of the US dollar, the fiat dollar. I do consider gold and silver real money. So it's there if I need it, and I hope that I don't, is kind of where I am. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how I think. And like I said, once again, knock on wood, I feel like God has blessed me. I'm able to take care of my family. And I know in the end, when I leave this earth, I took care of even after I'm gone.
There you go. All right, Mike. So last thing, we promised viewers at the beginning, we're going to talk about the coin show. Now, guys, I am not sponsored by Mid-America Coins. I talk about this coin show, one, because this is the origin of the YouTube get-together. This is the first show where a bunch of YouTubers got together. People came out. It was just great. It's continued and continued to get bigger. And now it's gotten so big, you've had to move it out of Grove, Oklahoma into Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're really excited about the show. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers there, a lot of people coming, to see and meet. It's kind of a big meet and greet. And additionally, it's going to be a huge coin show, so going to be a lot of great deals. Mike, do you want to give us a little bit of info about that coin show?
Yes, guys, we got plenty of room there. That was the biggest problem Grove had. We didn't have enough hotels. But we got plenty of room there. I'm talking 200 and 300 room hotels all circled around the Embassy Suites, the Loft, Doubletree, Hilton Inn. We got them all there, guys. So, and I am working with 2 of them for sure. That's connects to it. One of them, we already got our rates at 114. We're trying to get a little lower, and that's at the Loft. I'm still working with the Doubletree and hoping to have that done today.
And there will be information about that coin show at tulsacoinshow.com. So I will put a link for that down below. The flyer will be there. Dealer applications will be there as well. If you want to come and set up a table, if you're a YouTuber, you can definitely come set up a table and hang out with all the other YouTube tables as well. Last year in Grove, you had a certain section set aside specifically for the YouTubers. Is that going to be the same case in Tulsa?
It is definitely going to be the same case in Tulsa. Last year, we sold 44 tables to the YouTubers. This year, I think we're going to surpass that. Guys, with what we got going on, we have a 3-year contract with the convention center. So we don't have to worry anymore about where we're going to be next year, We're going to be there for the next 3 years. And if we love it, we're staying longer. I think we're going to love it. And we're going to have a lot of things going on. One thing I do want to point out, and I said this on a couple of different YouTube channels, Mid-America will be giving something away again, but this time you have to be there to see what it is.
I'm excited to see what it is then.
Just remember, I got to beat last year, so just be there to see what it is.
All right, sounds good. Well, guys, I hope to see you at that coin show, and we will have Mike on again here maybe next month. So, Mike, thanks again for joining me, and you have a great day.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So there you go, guys. And there will be some links down below for information about that coin show. If you guys are interested, make sure you go down there or just go to tulsacoinshow.com. I'm so glad that we had Mike on. I hope that you guys enjoyed the interview. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and check out this other interview that we did with Mike about a month ago, maybe a little bit more. I will put that up there. If you haven't seen it yet, you can click it and watch it now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.